Divine Rising Academy. Pray you're having the best day ever. Because guess what? You don't need a reason to have the best day ever every day. The fuck? Especially too, feel good. Laugh about it, because it's good to laugh about good shit. What am I talking about? I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. Sometimes you get out, you start laughing about shit that really don't make no type of sense. It could be anything. It could be the stupidest shit. It could be, it could be some leaves floating in the wind, doing a weird dance or some shit. It could be somebody who doesn't notice that their pants are not, or it could be somebody that doesn't really notice something on them out in public or whatever. Whatever it is, laugh. Laugh your ass off. And if people want to sit there and be like, oh, what are you laughing at? What you laughing for? Bitch, I don't need a reason to laugh. I just is. All right? I don't care what it is. I try to find every and any possible reason to laugh and, be goofy for the sake of self. Because those moments, they don't last too long, You be sitting there with your homies, laughing about some dumb shit. Oh, you crazy as hell, man. And then that fucking time goes by where it's like, all right, well, what's next? Type shit. But stay hydrated, stay vibrating high. Ignore this loud ass wind. It's gonna come and go as it pleases, because that's what we does. We the wind too. It's gonna do what it pleases as it breezes. To everybody out there, doing your elemental training and all that, hey, keep it up, but don't ever leave God out of it, all right? So it gets to the point when we get out here, I'm not trying to move shit. I'm not trying to influence something against what it's already doing. I'm just here. And that's all you need to be. You can feel the connection growing. You got eternity, so it'll get to the point where that connection is really strong. We got people on YouTube, like I said, trying to move coins and tissue paper and pieces of foil by, just harnessing their chi and then blasting that shit. That takes, forgive us, God, that takes a lot of time. And then I start to think about, it's like any martial artist, right? If you do martial arts, what do you do it for? Are you doing it because you're trying to knock somebody out? Or are you doing it because it's enlightenment? Are you doing it because it's balancing? It's something that allows you to understand calmness, discipline, all that other stuff. Because don't get me wrong, being able to do a flip, being able to do a move, that's all cool. But all of these different forms that are practiced in martial arts are all just meant to be appreciated, because each form either puts emphasis on something more than another martial art, or it's just its own thing to the point it's a beautiful experience to master. Right? All right now. I ain't about to know, hey, I ain't gotta expose nothing, okay? Just know these work, okay? This works, all right? These work too, all right? Let's go. The fight is never over. All that jumping around and shit, just to say 3 words, it's never over. Motherfucker just ran around the world, do 3 backflips. It's never over. Real shit. It's not. I don't care. I live and breathe to make sure it never does. Because that's what life is. If you ain't here, that is what is called not being alive, right? You don't want to be on that. And here's the thing. I don't want to be alive. No. I don't want to think that I'm alive when the whole time I'm not. Right? You get out, you're doing like you're doing something that you've done for the millionth time. It's not structured in your actual purpose. And more, it reminds you that it's not it. It's not benefiting you. It's not doing anything to you, really. It's not allowing you to become like more godly, more smart, more powerful, more balanced. The fear ends here. The fear ends here. All All right, there should be nothing that anybody's afraid of. What you scared for? There's no reason to. We could go into, you know, what fear actually is, but let's talk about what it really also is. Nothing. When you get rid of that fear and you restore your ability to breathe and be composed, you just have better days. Way better days. Shit. As much as motherfuckers want, as much as people want us to sit up there and just let a bad day be a bad day, fuck all that. No, you see, if day is bad, I make sure it's good, yes. Because that's what any divine motherfucker would do. Yes. All right. I don't care how big the storm is, how loud it is, how powerful it is. I don't give a damn. Because guess what? At the same time, we have people running away from storms, trying to take shelter. We have people outside in a fucking white, in a white plastic chair with a motherfucking can of beer. And they going through something. Right, you got all the people who run away from the storm. Oh shit! Umbrella struggling to open up and shit. But then you got niggas like us. As soon as it poured, I remember one day we were at the pumpkin patch. Guess what? And they had basketball hoops at the pumpkin patch, and it started to rain. Didn't give a fuck about that because I kept shooting like, hey, swag, swag, swag. It was like, you know, I guess my average. Anyways. I just kept shooting. Made some, didn't make some, but it was raining hard as fuck. And that shit was beautiful. When you look around and the elements have drained, they've drowned everybody out, but it's just you there. That represents something. Last one standing. The godly ones always will. On the hill. Ah, man. You know, it gets to the point, people start to realize the real lies, because real lies always do. Don't we know that? That's an old little phrase, realize, realize, the real lies. But it's real, right? It gets to the point where you start to see, you look around, you start to see what's really for you and what isn't, and you start to see who's about you and who really isn't. What does that mean exactly? It means that regardless of how good you try to be to others, always do your best at making sure you understand what's good for you and then protect that. And always be honest. You know, you get around people, they say what they say, do what they do, but let everybody know that, hey, God is here. You're one of the most ultimate forms of that. In however amazing way it is and will be forever, hey. And if they get you misunderstood about your purpose and about who the fuck you really are, hey, it's whatever. You ain't got to repeat yourself. You ain't got to do any, hey, just stand on that godly shit, be divine, and shine. You know? I love these really windy days. They're really beautiful. Don't play with it. All right, don't play with it. I don't forget for a single. One thing I like to do in terms of, like, you know, the elements. You have to build your appreciation, because your appreciation is what allows it to really take off. I be going into the astral plane, and the wind is wild there, like so wild. I want to like just be walking around. They could say there's no wind. The wind is supposed to be 2 miles an hour, whatever. I come outside though, we come outside. Whoosh. That's what I'm trying to be on. Don't worry, we ain't gonna fuck you picking up. We ain't gonna fuck your picnic up too much. Ain't gonna be too bad for you. And please excuse me in between when I be talking. I got so much to say as we lay it down, so we might trip a little, you know. It's not gonna rain. Remember last time I got rained at? And then in that video too, it was an hour video, but I just chopped it in half. And because one was outside, one wasn't, I was like, all right, 2 different videos. So, gotta let this wind calm down in between the shit. Because that's what you're here to do. You're here to be beautiful and live legendary. I don't know why so many people want to stop your happiness. In my ET voice, why the fuck would they do that shit? That's none of your concern. Don't try to focus on that. Please don't. Your energy, your focus, your efforts will be better put to use away from shit that is negative just for the sake of being negative. No, fuck that. I say fuck that so much casually, but also genuinely at the expense of how common negativity has fucking become. We don't sneeze over it for shit. God don't ignore it for shit. It's beneath us. So that means the only thing we gonna do is stand on all shit divine. Woo! I don't care. Shit takes too long. People take forever to decide. Us included. It doesn't matter if you're pursuing success or you're pursuing. It doesn't matter if you're pursuing success, right? Or if you're someone who is in the process of pursuing success, right? Whether you're pursuing it and you're figuring shit out, or there's gonna be motherfuckers around you who don't know, or people who also do but act like they don't. I'm telling you, don't get involved in it. Because you know what you belong to? I will say it every single time. You belong to all this. All right? You ever see a TV screen with static on it? That's what that shit is. Fuck that. We want the clear, beautiful picture. Okay? We don't want 8K. We don't want 10K. We want a trillion K fucking clarity. Yeah, right now. Wait, when? Right now? Right now? Yes. Bitch. You know, I'll be doing this shit forever, man. What do I mean? Transcending, staying healthy, staying balanced, staying orderly, staying fucking legendary, divine, ultimate, highly exalted, all that shit. Excuse me if I slur, but we caught up in the stir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and we got in the future. We gonna make sure we put the mic up on this bitch. You know, everything is based right now. This tripod, hey, it's a little. We're doing the best of what we got. You ain't got no choice. In the process of grinding, right? Say you're broke, like us, right? It's not about wanting to be rich. You're already spiritually rich. Amazing, great. You don't have to go and pay people to use their house to fake like you live there. You don't have to go and fucking stand in front of somebody else's car like it's yours when they don't even know you're doing it at all, and then get on YouTube and make a whole fucking channel based on being an affiliate marketer or a digital marketer or someone who tries to get people to believe that they live fucking pristine and luxury so that they will fucking buy into that, thinking that they actually do and that they can help them when they can't because that's not their shit. Their money is made off of making you think they live like that just so you buy the link, so you hit the link in the description and go buy their fucking ebook. Right? Telemarketers, I've been said it. That's not no career. It's not. We ain't got to do all that. If you're broke starting from the motherfucking bottom like this, and you're on your way up, it's because you're on your way back to the heavens. All things godly all things restored, balanced, all things divine. That's forever. There's no end goal for that. We're already on the throne and we're already here. All right? Just like all the godly ones watching. God is on the throne, yes, but when you embrace the fact you are that, you're on the throne too. That's the heavenly soul. You represent the transcendent soul. I always said it represents how beautiful God's variety is. All of the transcendent souls down here. All right, and everywhere they are. Scale is unlimited. There's nothing set in stone. A whole bunch of shit is happening at every given possible millisecond. Don't matter. You got your own shit. You know what that is. It's programmed into your spirit. So, on your quest to, on your quest of transcendence, appreciate, make the most, stay focused though, because there's going to be a lot of shit where it gets to the point where you're caught in like this stage of conditioning and extra pressure. The only thing you have to do is everything you've been doing the whole time. Patience, chill out, all right? Even if it's just being just composed and just calm overall, you don't have to be skippy-doo. Yes, oh my gosh, I'm broke, but I'm still gonna jump for fucking joy. I don't motherfucking think so. We got real shit going on, nigga, and I'm gonna make sure I put that real focus on that. But in the meantime, we gonna just try our best to enjoy shit in general and just keep it cool, as much as we can, knowing that we ain't got shit, all right? Because aside from what we don't got, we got what we do have, and we're making the most of it. That's going to be what gives us the next best part. We take that, make the most of it. Next best part. And then so on and so on and so on. All right? All that is a game to me. Oh, I love to hop in front of a PlayStation. I love me some N64. But this game, Among the Heavens, is way better. Sure, it has its terrible, awful, boring, mundane moments. But when you get to the actual game, when you're with God and you get into the game, you can see that, feel that, and woo! It's when the day comes and it's actually here. Damn. Yes. All right. Now work. Let's get the real work. Let's keep going. Yes. It's that straight like that. Remember, we want to be spiritually rich first, and we're pursuing richness because it's divine and it's what keeps us connected to all things godly at all times. That's it. Just for the sake of soul. The true force of God is beyond all things. It's the biggest, it's the best. So when you think about that and you really understand that, you go, all right, I'm here for the ride. But we gonna make sure we do our fucking duty and keep it cool. It's all we know how to do. Remember, our physical avatars, right? They become a product of what our souls and spirits are becoming. Right? So if you have a dark, negative spirit, that physical avatar is going to project that. The reason why we project nothing but fucking seraphic brightness, aside from being light bright, the reason why we project nothing but godly energy is because that's exactly what our soul is, and that's the only thing our soul understands. It's the only thing we've ever understood, but it takes time to really get the ball rolling on that fucking familiarity. Not really. It's always there, but you develop it over time because it's the only thing you're obsessed with, right? And it gets to the point where your soul and spirit constantly being embraced by the true force of God, that's what becomes of the physical avatar, right? Same thing with a lot of other spirits and negative spirits and negative souls or whatever, right? You come across, you meet them all the time, you're around them all the time. That ain't real, time ain't real, so stop all that, all right? If you, okay, do you want to know the secret? All right, aside from people fucking going missing in graveyards, right? Most graveyards, they don't have a single body in that bitch, right? Someone could pass away this week. If you go there, okay, if it's Monday, if someone gets buried on Monday, if you go there on Friday, let alone the week after that, that shit will not be there. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about that. Right? How everyone experiences shit is going to be different. So if you want the answer on what happened to your grandma or what happened to your whoever your loved one was when they passed, that right there, just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Okay? However it looks is however it looks. All of it looks awful, but stay tuned. Okay? Don't believe anyone outside of that divine force within you. Stay connected to that. It's not about that giving you the answer one day. It's about you understanding it more and more forever. aside from all things. That right there is a situation, okay? Now, me personally, I don't put attention on death. That's one of the reasons why. It's not because we ignore it. It's not a cope. It's because we know it's non-existent. We know God is, always will. There's no death through God. So therefore, when you're aligned with that, you're exempt from death. Therefore, you have what? Heavenly immunity. And you take that shit and you go off and you be the best you can possibly be and inspire others to do the same with God. You don't sit up there and think that, oh, it gives you a privilege to walk around and just be, no. You can't be arrogant with godly power. Because that same godly power will strip your ass down and fuck it up if you think it's fucking around. We got, like I said, real heavenly work to do. So you either gonna take this godly power and do godly shit, yeah, or not and get fucked up and be in the pit. What does the pit look like? Section 8, government assistance, limited, okay, restrictions, limitations and restrictions, okay, imbalance. I can keep going. Just a bunch of messy, distorted, negative shit. That's not even that's not the worst it gets. It's not the best or worst. Scale is unlimited. I'm not trying to find out the worst shit. I don't want to know about how bad it gets. You can. If you want to, well, take your happy chap ass over there and find out and get smacked. Yes, do it. Especially the reminders are all around. I don't need a big ass tornado to come through here for me to be aware of the fact that God's the best at all times. We represent that. The wind represents that. Trees represent that, especially by allowing this phone to lean up against it so that the wind don't blow it. Every time this wind smacks, the motherfucking tree right here is holding it up. Now, if the wind blows from behind, then I gotta, get up on it. But that's that. Right? Like right now. But we gotta get back to the heavens. If you're in that spot where you're down bad, don't be. And motherfuckers really be thinking that you're sad and shit too. Especially if you're locked in, I'm focused, I'm happy, I'm grateful for everything. But until we're successful and we can really start our real job, I'm just super focused. I'm grateful for everything. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna do a million somersaults and be fucking, no. And throw fucking confetti everywhere. I'm not gonna do it. No, woo, I'm not doing that shit. Excuse that movement that I did about the confetti. That was uncalled for. I was trying to think about. Oh, man. So welcome to the heavens over and over again. Because even if you aren't in that spot you want to be in quite yet, understand that you are among the heavens. Ain't no heaven, hell separate. No. You're among the heavens, but hell is definitely a state. All right, it's energy and it's also a state. It's a situation that you could be going through or something you're experiencing. I don't doubt that for all the most wicked souls, there is a place where they go just to get tormented forever. I don't doubt that. God, if that's what it comes to, you should never have to find that out yourself, though. No, hell no. No. Because you hear about the near-death experiences all the time about people saying, they got into a car accident and then, before they were brought back into the hospital room, Jesus gave them a little tour, showed them what the fuck was going on with all the ungodly motherfuckers so they could take a second look and then rethink and then evaluate and then stop the hate. Yeah, stop the hate. Fucking with our paper, nah, not today. Yeah, not today. Whoa. No. You did. But that's just how it is right now. If we go outside, we got to deal with, weather, elements. But if we're indoors, then we don't have elements. So now we kind of just, we got lights and music and shit. But I like being out here. So excuse the wind, but guess what? The wind gonna be here forever. It just might not be as present some days. You know? By all means, but if you have a kite, he said, but fucking I had to catch myself. I be looking at this shit. Sometimes I be sounding like motherfucking what's his name? Speedy Gonzalez. Fucking andale, yeah, iba. Anyways, hey, y'all don't know I be dancing though. You know I be dancing, right? This right here, this that dance. All right. If you want, it doesn't matter what you're going through in life. If you want to know a dance to do, this is the dance right here. And I'm gonna give you context about this dance after. All right, check it out. All right. If you're going through something and you just want to feel some type of joy, hold on. Wait, come on, phone. Don't fall. You fucking. Ooh, I swear I'm about to start beefing with the wind too now. All right, this is the dance. Did you get it? What's the problem with that dance? It was, not only was it ass, it was goofy. It was random. Doing that stupid shit brought a smile on my face. So now you understand it doesn't matter about the dance. It could be anything. The dumbest shit ever. You think it, you name it. All right. Now, obviously, when you're feeling good in general, you just hit a natural dance. Just, right? You hit something that got rhythm to it because your spirit is aligned, right? So you can. Ooh, whoa! Anything goes. That concludes the dancing portion. Until we reopen it again, whenever. Cause I'm the type, I could be talking about some scientific shit. Yes, when you take the ionized particles and then you pressure condenses it. Yeah. Hey, we not teaching nobody, we learning together. And if you are a learner together, you know that you don't need no degree, no doctorate. You just have to be godly and factual enough. Okay? And when I don't say enough just so you can wiggle in your fucking, your fake deception bullshit, your gimmicks, whatever. No. I'm saying shit has to be truthful because all truth is developing into something that's even more truthful. Okay? Whether or not the truth is just coming to light because niggas were hiding shit, or because just in general shit that is authentic gets more and more authentic. That's what you call something, what? Aging right, which makes it what? Timeless. All you gotta have is some beautiful ass energy about feeling beautiful about yourself and the fact that God brought your ass here and a part of everything godly. And that's just until you fully get embraced. Then you forget about, oh, me, myself, I, yourself. No, it's us. And then you start to think of that as, the version, what your version is. Nothing's limited out here. No. Nothing's limited out here, but they'll steal shit, make money off of it, and then tell you it's limited so that they can make more money off of it in a short amount of time. When the whole time it's not limited, they might disappear for a little bit and then come back or just keep shit going. They always do. Tired of that shit. Stop it. If you gonna we're not even talking about natural resources. Netflix, stop putting good shit on and then taking it off fast as fuck. Do you want to lose loyal fucking Do you want to lose loyal people on the platform who know that at one point Netflix had all the best shit? Hulu never had the best shit. They always had all the shows, and people will go watch. People still watch Hulu because, all of the shows are continuously. You don't have to wait for updates, or you don't have to wait for new seasons. The shows come out like instantly, and they have pretty much every fucking show. Netflix used to have all the movies, now they don't. And on top of that, they want to charge motherfuckers 2 times as much. Fuck that, all right? Put some better movies on and make shit. If you want to charge us $10 for a fucking subscription, make it worth it. Come on now. Maybe they're just in the process of, you know, getting better, you know, licensing rights or whatever, or you know, deals so they can have the ability, whatever clearance they need to put these titles on. Little Caesars, what the fuck? You used to be $6 after tax for a hot and ready pizza. Now you get a regular hot and ready pizza with some crazy bread. That shit comes to like damn near $12. And it's like, okay, the price increased, but the quality got worse. Why? Hey, inflation is natural. Shit gotta go up. We have to go up. So that as things go up, it don't really fucking matter. Gas prices going up don't affect motherfuckers who got it. It only affects niggas who don't got it, because it's something that they have less and will have less of, gas money, because of the high gas prices. Not even just gas money, but money in general. When you got it like that, you're not stressing over dumb shit. I'm not saying be careless. I'm not saying be impulsive. I'm saying understand that you deserve to live the best possible. You deserve to live the best you fucking possibly can. It's not about your friend, not about your girlfriend, not about your auntie and your grandma's uncles. No. Everybody has their own shit. Focus on your shit. Lock in, get it done, fuck it up. The worst thing, I'm telling you, the worst thing you could ever do is resentment at the end of, your life or some shit. There is no end. So now you're just setting yourself up for bad failure. Fuck that. You owe it to yourself to be successful, so that after that, now, boom, you can help others be successful too. That's the real reward. Yeah, okay, you succeed. Now what? Now we help, motherfucker. That's what we do. Because there's still a bunch of motherfuckers out here who aren't. Oh, you're successful. Great. Good for you. Great. We could use your help. Get the fuck on here, right here. We could use your help on the front lines, because not enough people is on the front lines. They sending out people. Don't make me go into it. The government contracts their own fucking soldiers to go out on purpose and get fucked up. What does that mean? It means that if you go up to most people in the military and ask them why they do it, they will give you a reason that is either for school, they don't know, or because, they love the military, or somebody they know, or somebody in their family was in the military. Who in the fuck would actively go fight for that shit, knowing how all wars start? And then you look at the fact that there is no war. There is no fucking war. Not for us. Hey, if anything, they're trying to wage a war against God by thinking that they can say this and do this to the point where now events are taking place and a bunch of people are getting fucked up. That's you going against God. I don't care what the excuse is. I don't care what country has what resource. I don't care what you think the threat to national security is. Shut the fuck up and stop being afraid. That's it. Because your fear is what's fucking up the atmosphere. Right? We be at the house, kicking it. People be out handling business. No, then they got to look at their phone, scroll and see something politics related. And now all that shit fucked up their day. That was the point. All of it is one big fucking setup. It's just deception over and over again. They're harvesting energy. They're going against all things godly. It's a bunch of negative, hateful shit. All right? Who in the fuck would ever go and fight in a war that was orchestrated by the motherfuckers you're supposedly fighting for? Most of y'all don't know the dark secrets. Most of everybody in the military, most of everybody in the military didn't do their fucking homework. Because the only thing they're doing is what the fuck the feds are telling them to do. By all means, I'm not saying, hey, I will always say salute I'll say salute the troops, but at the same time, don't forget to salute the EMTs and firefighters too. Because them, y'all don't see what the fuck going on in Afghanistan. You don't see it. But you know what you do see every day? A firefighter going past you. You know what you do see? You see paramedics on a daily basis. You see that shit. So the war is really spiritual. It's all energy. All right. So that's why all you can do is be the most godly you can be and understand that regardless of how it looks and how it feels, it will always be exactly that. Divine. But me, we have a pretty good divine rock on our motherfucking block right up here. Why would I fight for motherfuckers? I'm not fighting for nobody. You ain't sending nobody nowhere. You can fight your own shit or stop the dumb shit. Or be grateful for the blind niggas who go do that shit. I'm no. Hell no. I don't give a fuck. I'm not talking to anybody who doesn't understand the divine, the very real divine aspect of shit with God. So therefore, you're going to keep doing what the fuck you do as if it's what you should do until you get to the end and then regret it. Like I said, that's the worst shit ever. Getting to the end of what you thought was the end and regretting shit. There's no end, boy. See? Salute. You know, ending this shit, we're gonna stop playing. That's real war right there. You could look overseas. A lot of the motherfucking troops, they standing just with their gun and shit. They just chilling half the time. Meanwhile, paramedics and firefighters, they getting their hands really dirty every day. You can say what you want about the $2,000 a ride for the fucking paramedic, whatever, for the for the ambulance ride, whatever. Fuck that. That's not even them. That, I mean, I guess that is if they, I don't know. I can't really talk about that. But I'm not fighting for no war, because I'm not a war motherfucker. I'll fight godly, spiritual wars. That's it. Because those wars are for divine, or for heavenly expansion, and that's fun. You get in the middle of a fucking in a war, Middle East or some shit. You could be a new troop out there. Like, wait, what? Why are they shooting at us again? Well, that's kind of, that's kind of understandable. Why are we even out here if we started it? Like, why are we, come on. Oh, because they want to keep shit going. That's why. No. There was never a solution in, fighting fire with fire, when the whole time nothing's being done, because the actual war is going on between like the heads of the nations. So now they're just like sending out troops as if they're expendable souls just to get laid down. No, it's all just a bunch of negative shit. Okay, so picking up a gun and shooting somebody, that's not the answer. That's not, because it does nothing. That's all I'm saying. Okay, don't even get me started on chemical warfare and, weapons of mass destruction. You guys that's some fucked up shit. You're gonna fucking manipulate hydrogen? What? You're gonna manipulate atomic properties? You're gonna take radiation, something that gave life to everything, manipulate it, make it fucking negative, and then just say, surprise, cook everybody? No. To everybody who's involved in that type of shit, you're gonna get fucked up, or you already have, and you know what that's like because you already found out after fucking around. It's not a good look. It's not. All hateful acts they'll get purified. They'll get, you know what? Like I said, I don't want to be the one who gets caught up in, because that's literally you getting fucked up by you. This shit makes so much sense up out here. It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense, especially when you're trained up. I salute. You got to stand on shit. Things are going to happen over time. And when they do, it is what it is. Regardless of how bad or good the situation is, do your best to be the most divine you can be, so that regardless of if it's really bad, you go, you know what? Damn, shit sucks. But you tried. You tried as hard as you possibly could. Knowing that you're not going to dedicate your life to trying the most hardest you possibly can. You did what you could given the situation, and you know how little the situation it was, despite how overblown by others it might have gotten, right? Damn, look at that sky. It's like gradient. It's like light blue in the back, but then it goes. Gotta hit my little smiles in between this wind fucking. But yeah. Never get discouraged. Certainty, that was born within your ass. That can never be gone unless you let it leave. And how do you let it leave? By giving it away. Don't give your shit away. Fuck that, man. No, growing up, one thing I always was told was when it comes to anything, man, don't tell your business to nobody. Man, keep your moves silent. Stay silent, man, move in silence, and don't tell nobody your business. It's just basic. People should have their own business. If they don't, then what the fuck? There's nothing worse than being a nosy motherfucker trying to be around some people who have their own success, and then you get told off by them. You get humiliated. I've never gotten told off by nobody, because I never tried to seek validation. I was always just trying to train up and be the strongest, most powerful we could possibly be in every way possible, so that when we step in any type of room, we are of use. We can help, we assist, we add benefit and value to it. More than the galaxy and the universe already does, right? It's not about who reputations and status, fuck that. Who's godly? That's all that matters. Doesn't matter who the fuck has been godly for however long, who the fuck is godly. Because as we know, there's a bunch of motherfuckers who used to be godly and then they fell. There's a bunch of motherfuckers who were vibrating low, but then they rose up. We all have high vibe. Our vibrations, our frequencies all start divine, but then they drop because of all the shit that we go through, from fucking Pampers to fucking, when you start paying taxes. Get out of that shit. Unlearn it. Reprogram, deprogram, refresh, new save slot. And then boom, you back in the game. Ain't nothing better than being back in the game. You want to play, right? Yeah. And nobody gonna stop this shit, because that's all life is to us. It's one big ass game. That's why regardless of how bad shit is, I'ma always just be like, damn. I'm gonna be genuine with my feelings and reflection of it. But I also know it's not worth. I also know God has it all under control, always will. So it's, hey, we chilling. And if it's something really bad, well, shit, all we can do is just be patient and just chill, and stay focused, but just, be aware and all that. Ooh, it sucks when your capabilities and everything you've been doing is beyond the current situation that you're in. Like right now, we're beyond ready for front lines, general shit. All right. We don't even stand from the heavens anymore. We oversee the heavens from the throne to Leon. So ain't nobody cutting off the Wi-Fi. Ain't nobody unplugging no cords. Nothing. The game's going forever. So Nah. High scores only. All right, boss mode shit. God mode shit. All right. No hackers though. You can try to hack, you're gonna get your ass kicked and then banned. And when I say kicked, I don't mean like kicked out of the server. No, you're gonna get your ass whooped so you can know what the fuck true God power is, and then then you're gonna get removed out the server, and then that's it. I'm not gonna pass up an opportunity to fucking exercise, master our shit even more. Hell no. Nah. You can be a you can set the example with your ass. Anybody negative. And half the time, if you're divine, you don't even give attention to those motherfuckers. You don't. So it's not about being arrogant or conceited or condescending. No, you're just focused. You're ready. You're gonna keep just, you're gonna keep grinding, keep pushing. Because hey, to everybody out there who's been pursuing for however many years, it's been damn near 5 years of me doing this shit. Multiple channels, multiple channels, and a bunch of videos that were out but then got deleted, and then from there, rebranded shit, and then had to get our bodies and shit right. Had to get and when I say body, I don't mean physically. I mean everything about our soul body. Which refers to the physical avatar. But that's just one of the things it's referring to, because as we know, everything about our soul isn't only limited to physical shit, because there's nothing physical about the soul at all. Like I said, how it looks is how it looks. When someone's at the doctor, and they don't know if the person's gonna make it or not, that person is having their own experience. They're not sitting there how you think they're sitting there in that body trying to get woke up by doctors. That's not, they're going through their own experience. It's a spiritual experience they're going through, and that experience is going to determine whether or not they stay here or go wherever else. There's infinite fucking places. Oh, they died. They're in a better place now. That's because they are. They're not in this fucking nursery planet known as Earth. All right, they've exceeded that. But how it looks is how it looks. All right. We came back here, okay? It's not that we're too good for this world. No. This world is a planet of development, all right? Earth is a nursery planet. It's where most souls come to develop, all right? It's where most souls, all right? It's where a lot of souls come to develop. I'm not even gonna say most souls, because I don't have projection analytics on, I don't have analytics on how many fucking souls there are, because I expect it to be unlimited. Fuck the numbers, fuck the math. All right? That's it. You ain't got no choice. So if someone's in a coma, right, let's talk about that. Like, what the fuck is it like for someone in a coma? I'm gonna tell you something right now. They're not just sleeping. And it's not like they're just stuck in that body as if they're aware of the fact they can't go anywhere and that's all they can do is be aware of the fact they're stuck. No. God got us. If someone's in a coma, guess what? That body gonna be fine. They just gonna be astral. I hope. But I wouldn't know, because fuck a coma. We got work to do. You can't be asleep. You can't be out here doing dumb shit that gets you injured and then fucking now you sleep. No. You gotta be as mindful as possible. I don't care how good, I don't care how assured the safety is. Practice extra safety, because it that much more shows your appreciation for being alive. Yeah. Something like that. Not too much, not too little, but something like that. Oh, man. So seek all the peace you possibly can. Because motherfuckers talk about, oh, you're gonna get your piece of the pie, just wait. I'm taking the whole pie. You ain't finna tell me what I can and cannot have from the pie I cooked. Real shit. What was that story? I forget what was the story about, like, the hen, where she was asking everybody to help her cook. There's a children's book. I forget. It's about like a rooster, or it's like the red hen or some shit. Anyways, the rooster is making food, and she asks for help. Nobody wants to help. So when she makes the food, everybody starts asking for shit, and then she goes, "But you didn't want to help." So I forget how the story ends. I'm pretty sure she still let them eat. But she did let them know, y'all on some fake shit for trying to eat my shit when I asked you to help me with it and you said no. So seek all peace, pursue all success, but understand that you are enough. I'm gonna do everything I possibly can to show y'all what the fuck this means, becoming one with God, so you can walk around and be invincible. All right, because it really means literally that, to become one with. Yeah, it's set up how it's set up, but you get it. You get it. Damn it, your phone. Beautiful windy day. Oh man, what can we cover? What can we cover? I'm not looking for, it's just there's so much going on. There always is. I can feel it. We're connected to it at all times. All right. So, one thing I look forward to figuring out more and more is the world around us, right? So, the sky and beyond, right? I want to find, I look forward to all of it. We have to. I will always say that too. I will always say, we look forward to all of it, because I'm not going to get out here and say space is this. No, the earth is actually, I'm not going to say any of that. I'll always tell y'all to appreciate all the possibilities. Scale is unlimited, just like God's power and glory. It makes sense that you just be grateful for all of the unlimited shit that goes on. That's it. You never want to be somebody who goes, this is this and that is that, because then that means you're closed-minded and limited, especially when you say, oh, okay, here, guys, this is it. And then a day goes by and it's not that anymore. Transcendence, heavenly expansion. This symbolizes everything that goes on in this daily shit. I'm tired of this daily shit. Tired of it. I'm ready for it. We ready? All right, life needs to be godly as much as possible. Damn. Ow. That's all we live for. I'll lose as much sleep as I have. I don't even care about sleep. No one cares. Sleep ain't even real either. It's a real concept. It's a real aspect, right? So the physical avatar that you're aware of, your awareness drops from here when your awareness increases in the astral plane. But that awareness fluctuation, that consistent but also inconsistent fluctuation of awareness is something that we're mastering control of forever. It's why you wake up from a dream and you don't remember it, or you just remember bits and pieces. Over time, you can get better as much as possible. You can get good as fuck at remembering that shit, to the point where now your meditation and your ability to focus is so good that you can just, in the middle of this field, crisscross applesauce, meditate, go to the astral plane. But your awareness, good as fuck, all right? Your ability just to lock in and be there, because it's one of the only other realms. It's probably the only realm that we have access to. It's outside of this one, which makes sense. We've been here long enough to be aware of that one, which makes it unlocked, because we've been playing this level for so long. But then we've also been playing in the astral world for a while too, so it's going to be, and there's levels. So all worlds, all dimensions, all realities, all domains, be open-minded to it. It's a lot, but it's not a lot when you realize you get to it all of it over time. That's how you can work any job. It doesn't matter if it's school or work. When it comes to the job, when it comes to the curriculum, they give it to you in quarters, semesters. Okay, a day. Each day of the week represents a piece, represents incremental progress. Chipping away until the semester's over and you ain't learned shit. Nah. That's because I'm all, it's, how could we expect teachers who aren't godly to teach us about shit that's godly? How could we expect preachers who aren't godly to show us the true force of shit that is? So it's like, okay, nature and the elements exist over everything. They're part of what inspires everything, right? When you listen to a movie, or when you listen to a music, when you listen to a motherfucking song, when you listen to an album or a song, when you watch a movie, you read a book, a lot of it is based on atmosphere. Elements matter, nature matters, because nature isn't just outside shit. It's based on personality, okay? And the character traits of that personality. There is, because of the behaviors that represent that nature. That's one of the things that represents nature, behavior, okay? So I refuse. So that's why if I'm playing a video game, right, everything is exaggerated in a video game, but it's based on the environment, it's based on the atmosphere, it's based on the obstacles, the objective, the characters, the intentions, everything that's going on. So that's why if you're playing, I don't know, like if you're playing a game when you're younger, you might feel more connected to God simply just through watching Dragon Ball Z or playing a fucking video game or something. Because in those shows, they're talking about real divine shit. You can feel it. Your spirit feels it. And that in video games, where like it could be any type of video game, I don't care, fucking Zelda or whatever it is. All right, you name it, Sonic, fucking Mario, Tekken, you name it. Think of any, like, so that's why I love video games and all that superhero shit. Because whenever you watch that shit, I'm not watching it for a blockbuster performance. I'm not trying to be a satisfied moviegoer. I'm trying to see where the God power is. All right. So when Hulk does some really powerful shit, you can feel the power of that. That power means something. It feels great. It can go towards a very great purpose. But that power, when you see Hulk when you see any superpowered being do anything and whatever, you feel the impact of it. But if you at the same time go up, but let's compare that power, let's compare what Thanos did, let's compare what Hulk or Superman did, let's compare what they did to God. Woo! So that lets you know their shit was supreme. But naturally, this is the inevitable fucking, this is the all-time law. God's the most powerful. So therefore, all the power that we do, appreciate on the lower levels, that's amazing too. But it only works really if you're thinking about God's power in comparison to Spider-Man, in comparison to all these Goku and shit. Because God's very real. God's so real that God created the writers and all the people who are involved in all of your favorite shit. So that people can be inspired however they're inspired by it. We took that shit literally. But in the godly literal way, not the fanboy geek out way where you see people dressing up in cosplay thinking that, oh, just because they like some shit so much or because they're a dedicated fan, they might actually be able to do a superpower or some shit, or or that's just their personality. Because of the confidence that the Goku represents, you see people walking around and that's their personality type shit. I don't fucking know. Now, if your personality is inspired by those beings and shit, great, but never forget God's the strongest, and God gave them all their power and your power. So appreciate the power. Scale's unlimited. Our level will always be the most miniature compared to God's. So that's why as you climb the levels of transcendence, you start to realize, oh, this shit's forever. We're gonna get better and better and better and better and better and better forever. Each new level is gonna be something that makes us be like, wow, oh my gosh, it's gonna be that much more amazing than the last level. But despite a trillion eternities could go by, and that our transcendence level will be nothing compared to God. And it has to be, because we're not in competition with ourselves. The heavenly soul always will be bigger and beyond. It will always be the best, so that the transcendent souls can follow, transcend, and be the most ultimate version of the heavenly soul. But as the transcendent soul, they possibly can in their own ultimate way, however that looks. And guess what? It's always gonna look amazing. So yeah, that's what that is. Look forward to all of it. Look forward to all of it. You know? So, hey, it's all, be inspired. Everything that you feel genuine, inspired from, hold on to it, protect it, and add it to your purpose. All right, to all the divine ones, their spirits are aligned right, so everything is automatic for them when it comes to the shit that I'm saying and the shit that you guys also hear from other divine ones, right? That we all hear from other divine ones. I'm always gonna make I'm always gonna put emphasis on making sure we're on the same page, y'all, and making sure that we're on some type of truthful motherfucking frequency. Because we don't fuck with lies, we don't fuck with nothing that is supposed to betray somebody. No. There's a lot of motherfuckers, they get money and they don't put it where it fucking matters. They don't put it in the work. Nah. They put it in their motherfucking mouth so they can talk shit. And I ain't talking about no grills either. Fuck out of here. Fucking. Oh, man. But yeah, y'all. That's all. You gotta get out here. You gotta stay connected. Everyone just minding their business. That's it. You know? Ain't got no choice but to be grateful. So, I'm gonna go ahead and smoke this little smoke with y'all. Ciao. We're gonna keep it moving. I know I said we gonna go to the zoo. We are gonna go to the zoo soon. We will. I gotta pull up to those are my real homies right there. Now, I love my divine goddesses and gods. All right, I love all y'all. Stay divine, okay? Stay godly, all that shit. But I want y'all to know that this version, this being, okay, from the throne to Gem Leone, our connection will always be the strongest with the beasts. All right? It's just because, okay, yes, we're all divine and shit, and I'm sure, how divine we are has its inspiring qualities, but I need to be learning at all times from the strongest, most godly beings. Okay? So that's why and the connection, the understanding is all through energy. It's just through connecting through eyes and the energy that happens through our souls and spirits that way. All right? I don't even have to get up to the cage and put my hand up or anything. I just stand there like this. If the connection is more than just general appreciation, because, hey, animals have souls too, hey, by all means, we'll exchange further. But my abilities are, we're very masterful when it comes to leading ourselves, so that we can lead others too into being their own leaders, so that they can lead others too, and then that goes on to be, right? So that we can lead others simply from just us leading us, and that inspires them to be their own leader, right? So, but the animals, the beasts out here, I mean, all of them, all the ones we know about and the ones we don't know about, they are the ones who are gonna, nature and the elements is like our biggest teacher, right? That's our sensei, right? Aside from God on the throne, nature and the elements, though, that's our teacher. That's our master. Our grand master will always be God in the unlimited forms. God is represented through nature and the elements, so that when it connects with this being, which is also from all of that, we're just that much more strengthened on our purpose, UD. UD. We're just that much more strengthened on our purpose, UD. That's what we're here for. It's either this or boom, lights out. Nothing. So pick. I love y'all. We'll do nothing but continue to share divine love. Get out, stay connected to all things blissful and amazing and legendary. You're the best ever. In time, you will be that much more aware of it and confirmed, and you'll be at your palace. You'll be at your palace. I'm talking to you, person talking in front of the camera, wearing the green gloves. Paradise is here. The heavens are here. From the throne to Leo, and I'll say it over and over again. 6 wings, 6 WA. All right. Let's go. But everybody, you know me, I hang around, or I should have been cut this off 5 minutes ago, but I just like to chill with y'all. So we gonna get to all of it. We gonna do all of it. That's, I mean, not just in this shit, but everything forever. All right. So stay godly. It's all we're here for. It's simple. Just remember, it's easy. You know it. You know. You already know. So when you live for it, that's when you really get to appreciate the glow. Yeah.